Hi everyone, welcome back to Hana. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this lovely heart pattern tote bag. The bag body measures about 12 inches wide, which is roughly 30 centimeters, and about 8 inches tall, around 20 centimeters. The handle height is also about 8 inches, a perfect size for everyday use. This design is simple, sturdy, and super cute, making it great for beginners and easy to customize. For this project, I'm using twisted cotton yarn, a medium weight yarn. I'll be using about 14 ounces of white yarn, which is roughly 400 grams, and around 1 ounce of brown yarn, about 30 grams. You can use any yarn you like. I'll be using a G-hook, which is 4 millimeters, along with a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and some stitch markers. All right, let's get started. First, we're going to make the base of the bag using white yarn. Wrap the yarn around your fingers, hold it in place, and make a slip knot. Place your hook over the yarn, bring it down and around to form a small loop. Hold the loop, yarn over your hook, pull it through, and gently tighten it. Now we're going to chain 47. Yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. 1. Again, yarn over and pull through. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep chaining until you have a total of 47 chains. Here are my 47 chains. They measure about 9.5 inches, which is roughly 24 centimeters. You can adjust the length of the chain, but make sure the total number of chains is a multiple of 9 plus 2. Now here is the first chain from the hook. For round 1, we're going to chain 1 and make 3 single crochets into the first chain. Insert your hook into the V, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's our first single crochet. Let's place a stitch marker here. We'll do the same for the next single crochets. Two, 3. Place a stitch marker here. From the next chain all the way to the 46th chain, make 1 single crochet in each stitch. That's a total of 45 single crochets. Continue working across. In the last chain, make 3 single crochets again. One, place a stitch marker here. Two, 3, and place a stitch marker here. Then, continue making 45 single crochets on the opposite side of the previous 45 stitches. Lay this yarn tail along your stitches so we can hide it neatly. Make sure to double check that you have exactly 45 single crochets. I've completed my 45 stitches. Now we're going to close the round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet that we marked. Remove the stitch marker. Insert your hook here. Yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. That completes round 1 of the base. To start a new round, chain 1. Next, we're going to add our increases into the marked 3 single crochet cluster. Make 2 single crochets into the stitch where we just slip stitched. One. Place a stitch marker into the first stitch. Two. Continue making 2 single crochets into the same stitch for the next stitches. Do the same in the next stitch. Let's place a stitch marker in the 6th stitch. Then continue making 45 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. I've completed my 45 stitches. Now we're going to add our increases again into the next marked 3 single crochet cluster. Make 2 single crochets into the same stitch. One. Two. Place a stitch marker into the first stitch of this group. Continue with 2 single crochets in each stitch. One. Two. One. Two. Place a stitch marker in the 6th stitch. Then continue making 45 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. I've completed my 45 stitches. Make sure you don't crochet into the slip stitch from the previous round. Now slip stitch into the first stitch we marked. That completes round 2. For round 3, we'll increase across these 6 single crochets, alternating the increases as we go. First, chain 1 and make 2 single crochets into the stitch where we just slip stitched. One. Place a stitch marker, then make the second single crochet, two. Next, make 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Repeat this pattern 2 more times. 2 single crochets into the next stitch, then 1 single crochet. 2 single crochets into the next stitch, then 1 single crochet. Place a stitch marker here. Now we have a total of 9 single crochets in this group. Then make 45 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. After that, continue with the increases in the next cluster, and then make 45 single crochets all the way to the end of the round. I've finished the last stitch of round 3. If you're happy with the width and depth of your bag base, you can stop here, but if you'd like it to be larger, you can add more rounds. There are a few things to keep in mind. Apply the increase rule to the 2 marked groups. Right now we have 9 stitches in each group. For round 4 you'll have 12 stitches, round 5 will have 15 stitches, round 6 will have 18 stitches. Make sure your rounds increase in multiples of 3. That means the base of your bag should have 3 rounds, 6 rounds, 9 rounds, and so on. Now we're going to make a slip stitch to close round 3. Now we'll start working on the height of the bag. To keep the heart pattern balanced, we're going to make 1 slip stitch into the next stitch. Then chain 3, and this chain 3 will count as 1 double crochet. After that, make 2 more double crochets into the stitch where we just slip stitched. To make a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then yarn over again and pull through the remaining 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. Let's make 1 more double crochet. Next, skip 2 stitches and make 3 double crochets into the same stitch. One, 2, 3. Then repeat the pattern, skip 2 stitches, and make 3 double crochets into the same stitch. We'll keep repeating this pattern all the way around. I've finished my last 3 double crochet cluster. Now skip the next stitches and make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain to close round 1. For round 2, we'll make the 3 double crochet clusters into the spaces between the previous clusters. So gently pull the loop a bit larger. Take the hook out of the loop, insert the hook into this space, then place the loop back onto your hook and pull it through the space. Now chain 3. And make 2 more double crochets into the same space. That's our first cluster. Continue with the next cluster. 1 double crochet, 2, 3. We'll keep repeating this pattern all the way around. I've finished my last 3 double crochet cluster. Now make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain to close round 2. Same as round 2, gently pull the loop a bit larger, take the hook out of the loop, insert the hook into this space, then place the loop back onto your hook and pull it through the space. Now chain 3, and make 2 more double crochets into the same space. Continue to make the 2nd cluster. For the 3rd cluster, we'll start creating the heart pattern using brown yarn. First, make a slip knot. Create a loop with the yarn tail on top, then flip the loop over. Hold the yarn underneath and pull it through the loop. And now we have our slip knot. Next, pull the white yarn slightly to the back and insert the hook here. Place the slip knot onto your hook and pull it through 2 loops. Continue making 3 double crochets into the next space. One, 2. On the 3rd double crochet, when you have 2 loops left on your hook, stop with the brown yarn and switch back to the white yarn. We're going to make 2 white clusters, followed by 1 brown cluster. Stop the white yarn here and change to the brown yarn. Gently pull the brown yarn inside, just tight enough to keep the body of the bag balanced. Always keep the working yarn on top and place the remaining yarn underneath. We'll keep repeating this pattern all the way around. I've finished my last brown 3 double crochet cluster. Now make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain to close round 3. For round 4, we're going to make 2 brown clusters above the previous brown cluster. We're working on the left side of the brown cluster. So now, continue by making 1 brown cluster, Then switch to one white cluster. Followed by 2 brown clusters. As you work, place these yarn strands on top of the hook as you insert the hook, so everything stays neat and tidy. Then repeat the pattern. Make 1 white cluster and 2 brown clusters. We'll keep repeating this pattern all the way around. I've finished my last brown 3 double crochet cluster. Now we're going to make a slip stitch. For round 5, we'll be using white yarn. Insert the hook, yarn over with the white yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. For round 5, we'll be making all white clusters. I've finished round 5. Round 6 is worked the same way as round 3, but the brown clusters will shift position to alternate with round 3. First, we're going to make 2 white clusters, then 1 brown cluster. Then, repeat the pattern. Make 2 white clusters and 1 brown cluster. We'll keep repeating this pattern all the way around. Round 7 is the same as round 4. Rounds 8 and 9 are the same as round 5, and we'll be working with white yarn only. I've finished the last cluster of round 9. Now we'll work round 10 in single crochet using brown yarn. Insert your hook, yarn over with the brown yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. Then chain 1 and make a single crochet into the stitch where we just slip stitched. Continue making 1 single crochet into each stitch. Work this all the way around. I've completed my last single crochet. To close round 10, make a slip stitch into the first single crochet using white yarn. Now let's move on to round 11, using only white yarn. We're going to chain 3. At this point, you can cut the brown yarn since we won't be using it anymore. Then make 2 more double crochets into the same space. Continue making white 3 double crochet clusters just like in round 1. Repeat round 11 until you reach your desired bag height. I've completed 21 rounds for the body. It measures about 12 inches wide and 8 inches tall, which is roughly 30 by 20 centimeters. If you'd like to adjust the number of rounds, just stop when the clusters look symmetrical and complete on both the front and back, like this. We have a total of 18 clusters on each side. Looking from the outside, count 5 clusters. Then place a stitch marker right here. Count 5 clusters again and place another marker here. Do the same thing on the other side. Now to close the body using an invisible finish, cut the yarn leaving about a 10 centimeter tail. Pull the yarn through the last stitch, then thread it onto a needle. Skip 3 chains. Insert the needle into the first double crochet. Next, bring the needle through the middle of the V on the last double crochet. Gently pull the yarn tight, and we'll hide the tail neatly inside the stitches. Now let's start making the strap of the bag. First, make a slip knot. Then remove the stitch markers and insert your hook into the space that was marked. Place the slip knot onto your hook and pull it through that space. Gently tug the working yarn to tighten it. Next, chain 3. After that, make a 3 double crochet cluster into the next space. Continue making 8 more clusters, or until you reach the cluster right next to the marker. I've made a total of 9 clusters. To finish row 1 of the strap, make 1 double crochet into the space that was marked. For row 2, chain 3, then turn your work. Make 2 more double crochets into the first space. Continue making clusters of 3 double crochets all the way across. and in the last space, make 3 double crochets as well. Row 3 is worked the same way as row 1. First chain 3, then turn your work. Now make 1 normal cluster into the next space. Continue making clusters until you have 4 clusters total. When you reach the middle, skip 1 space. After that, continue making clusters on the other side for a total of 4 more clusters. For rows that are multiples of 3, like row 3, row 6, and row 9, we always skip the middle space. To finish the row, make 1 double crochet into the space between the chain 3 and the first double crochet. Row 4 is worked the same way as row 2. Row 5 is worked the same way as row 1. Row 6 follows the same structure as row 2, but this time we skip the middle space. From here on, this pattern repeats for the remaining rows. Even-numbered rows follow row 2. Odd-numbered rows follow row 1. And on every third row, like rows 3, 6, 9, and so on, we skip the middle space. I've completed 22 rows for each strap. You can adjust the number of rows to reach your desired height. After finishing the last stitch, chain 1. Cut the yarn, leaving a long tail for joining the 2 straps together. Pull the yarn through and thread it onto a needle. Insert the needle under the stitch, like this, Then insert it under the corresponding stitch on the other strap. Pull the yarn through. Continue joining the next stitches in the same way. At the end, tie a small knot to make sure the seam doesn't come undone. Finally, weave in the loose yarn ends to tidy everything up. Repeat this process for the other yarn ends as well. And we're all done. Your heart pattern tote bag is finished. I hope you enjoyed crocheting along with me and found this tutorial easy to follow. You can customize the size, colors, or strap length to make it truly yours. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Hana for more crochet tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!